G'day. Today I just wanted to show you what I do with my budgie boxes. It doesn't quite look like a budgie box as it is there, but if you have a look at down here on the bottom, this is actually a purchase budgie box here. So I don't make my own budgie boxes because I think if you shop around, you can get these for a fairly reasonable price, and there's a fair bit of work in them by the time you make up the box, the entrance hole, the little platform here that the budgies land onto, and the lid. But what I do find is that the budgies love chewing them up, because some parts of them are only that craft wood. They can get into it and chew it up fairly quickly. So what I'd like to do is, particularly on the roof, what I like to do is I like to kind of armorize them a little bit, so to speak. And all that is there is pine pallet wood. So I pick up pallets, I strip them down. You notice that I've been mounting on some of these in the previous videos, but I just wanted to show you that I cut them to length, and then I just screw straight into the lid and get a nice top here, there, so they can't chew through that. And then I also put some on the sides as well here. So I'm finding this is really lengthening the life of the budgie boxes and preventing them from getting chewed through so quickly. The other thing that's worth mentioning is budgie boxes are a bugger to mount in your bird aviary. So what I do here with this one is I make this one extra long, and then you can do two things. Drill the holes in here. They're just screwed through into the solid bit here on either end of the budgie box, so they're pretty easy to screw into with your compact drill. And just run the screws in, and just be careful where you place those screws to make sure they're going into the wood. But the beauty of this here is with those two holes there, you can run some zip ties through there, or normal wire onto the bird wire in your bird aviary. Or if you've got a solid wall in the back of the aviary with an extension on your drill, the long shanked Phillips heads, or whatever screw you're using, that's long enough there to reach through and get on there, so you can screw straight through there. So in my aviary I've got several on the back wall, which is corrugated iron, that I can screw straight into with that, and then it's held. And then you can get them down later on, clean them out if you want to. You can still get in and check your babies, see how they're traveling, and it just makes life easy. So I find the extra board on the back, you're putting it on anyway when you're putting this extra hard stuff on there to stop the budgies chewing it to pieces, and these extra bits of wood really make life easy when it comes to mounting the budgie boxes around your bird aviaries. So hopefully that's a good idea that you might like to use yourself. When this one here, you'll note that it was a little bit wider than the box, so I've had to cut a little piece out of there with the jigsaw so that the lid was still open. Yeah, but you can just play with it, and different size, or you can strip the timber down with your hand saw, but I try not to muck around too much with them. I'm just trying to get them on, make it hard, and do the job. All right, hopefully that's a good idea. Thank you. Bye.